All my life, all my professional career, they avoid me, all these top guys, but now I fix one problem. I'm a bad match for everyone and I'm ready. Who UFC put in front of me, I'm gonna smash all these people.
Like I always say to my guys, like everybody, there is levels. There is fighters, there is champion, there is elite, and I think Islam is elite. This is what I think. This is what I feel when I train with him long. But I know me and Islam, we have same goal, same like strategy, same good grappling, wrestling, striking. Like we good everywhere because we was training together like since 2000, like more than 20 years we training together, you know. And I know, and all people who training with Islam, they know how good Islam.
Боя пришли чуть растянуться, размяться, чуть пропотеть, потому что много жидкости, плюс после взвешивания надо как бы чуть разогнать по телу. Как обычно, всегда вот такой же у нас план. Просыпаемся утром в день боя, идем минут 30-40 тренировка, маленькая растяжка и все. Сейчас пойдем завтракать, отдыхать и все, мы готовы, иншаллах.
Islam Makhachev, UFC's welterweight champion and top pound-for-pound fighter, defends his title against Ian Garry at UFC 330 on August 15th in Philadelphia. He holds a 28-1 record, undefeated since 2015, having won the belt by beating Jack Della Maddalena. Garry, from Ireland, is 10-1 in the UFC. Makhachev's strength comes from his powerful Dagestani wrestling and grappling, trained at AKA, using takedowns and ground control to finish fights.
The guy actually handed me in the stand, he had like a massive leprechaun hat. So I took it off him in the stands, put it on my head, and then I was like, Islam, he couldn't stop me, he couldn't take me down, went through this whole kind of, I just dropped an epic promo for the fight. I was like, so it's your job, your duty, show up, fight the best contender in the world, and you're looking at him, Ian Garry. It was wild, it was epic. It's just like, you can control the narrative, which I love. I think that's epic.
That's Ian Garry, and he just laid out his entire game plan on camera with zero hesitation. He respects Islam Makhachev. He acknowledges the wrestling, the grappling, the technical brilliance, but he genuinely believes his striking is so far ahead that if he can keep this fight standing, Islam Makhachev has no answer for him. Bold claim, massive fight. The cage decides.
I saw his couple interview. Honestly, he looks very bad in this interview. Better for him training more and do less interview, you know. It look like somebody in the house control him and tell him what to say in the interview, you know. He look very bad in the interview, honestly.
Yeah. Do you think when fight week comes at the press conference, things like that, is he going to try to get under your skin?
Man, he tried to, in the fight week, he always tried to be like bad guy, you know, but he act like he bad guy.
Right. Yeah. It seems it's interesting to know. Curious how he's going to approach this, because he says he wants to beat you in your own world on the ground, but he also says he wants to show he's the best striker in this division. So which one is it?
Man, everybody know his ground game, you know. Everybody talking, you know. Everybody say, I'm gonna knock him out, Islam. I'm gonna do some beat Islam. But when fight's beginning, they all forgot what they.
When the pound-for-pound king calls out your pre-fight media tour, you know you've already lost the mental battle. As Islam Makhachev prepares to defend his throne at UFC 330, the message to Ian Garry is clear. Spend less time talking in front of the cameras and more time preparing for what's waiting on the canvas.
But the Ian Garry Islam fight, what exactly are you expecting from it? Ian's made a lot of headlines because he did a podcast and said, I guess, the opposite of what Josh Hokett said. He said women should run the world and stuff like that. But the fight itself, how much of a challenge do you think Ian is for Islam?
Yeah, I think it's a great fight, actually. If you look at what Ian Garry has been able to do, he frustrates people. His takedown defense has been excellent, and we'll see if he can stay on his feet with, obviously if he can stay off the ground, he poses a serious threat to Islam.
When the UFC president himself calls it a great matchup, you know the stakes are through the roof. If Ian Garry can keep his elite takedown defense intact and stay off the canvas, Islam Makhachev might just be facing the biggest test of his career.
So every time we start getting close to these big fights, obviously the fighters start talking, you start to get a feel as to what they're expecting of the fight, how they think the fight's going to play out. And obviously we heard that with Ian Garry a couple weeks ago, talking about he wanted a certain type of finish in a certain round. But now we're hearing the champion Islam Makhachev talking about Ian Garry and what he expects his plan to be. It's almost like Islam is challenging his ego. When you hear a guy like Garry speak about a specific round, finding happiness in that, not necessarily becoming the champion. Obviously, Ian Garry is going to be happy to become the UFC champion.
Egos are clashing. The trash talk is heating up. And Islam Makhachev versus Ian Garry at UFC 330 is shaping up to be an absolute war.
Doing it in Philly? Look, this is a lot better fight than I initially thought. We know that Islam is, he's morphed into so much more than just being that dominant grappler, right? His striking, his kicks, all aspects of his game is on another level. But there's something about Ian Garry's game that I feel is hard to get past. I feel like one thing that Ian does really well is that he makes adjustments really good on the fly.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
He's a problem solver.
Yeah, he's a problem solver, and I feel like that gives a little issue. He's got some sneaky power. He's got some accuracy. He got some tricky things that he does. But I'll say one thing that doesn't go in his favor, sometimes you'll see him in a fight and things are not going his way, and he'll kind of just, he'll concede to it in a sense, I forget the fight that I'm thinking about, but
elite footwork, championship pedigree, and a clash of absolute titans heading straight to Philadelphia. Will the unstoppable grappling machine of Islam Makhachev break the rising contender, or can Ian Garry pull off the ultimate upset on the big stage? The stakes have never been higher, and UFC 330 is locked in for an unforgettable war. Drop your predictions in the comments below, hit that subscribe button, and ring the notification bell to stay locked in with all the latest fight breakdowns.